And it is the morning. Today is the start of the series. Can't wait to show you guys my journey of an apprentice cobbler, hopefully becoming one that is masterful in the craft. But with that being said, let's hop in and get to work. Hey guys, right now we're just doing some simple welting. Basically, going through here, pulling this string through, and then going through a loop that's made, and tightening it up. Gotta go all the way around on both shoes, and it's not difficult to do, but it does take some time. You gotta make sure that you go through this little skived piece, because you don't want to go here or it will flip up too much. But yeah, this is like one of the fundamental structures of a shoe, because on this you will stitch an outsole, and that's what you walk on, or a midsole depending on the construction and what sole you're using. But this is a very important step in the process, and it's usually what the beginners are stuck with, but it's important to know, and I'm happy I'm learning it. But if you guys don't know who Allen is, he is the head cobbler here at Cobblers Plus. I am his apprentice. I was working with his dad, but his father unexpectedly passed away, and so I asked if I could apprentice under him, and he surprisingly said yeah. So I'm very thankful for that. This place is a great place to work at. The people here are amazing. They actually have passion and they care, but they also like to have fun too, which is nice. It's nice to have a balance in the workplace, because you don't always see that everywhere. It's not always balance. Well, we're about finished. Just got a couple more holes to go, but I think I did a pretty good job on the welt. There is this little piece that was bothering me earlier, but it seems to have worked itself out. But other than that, just gotta keep going. Well, we're in the actual shop. You want to say hi, Marcus? This is Marcus, the premier guy for all your leather care. I mean, this guy works magic. He's got some of his stuff up right on this TV. And yes, this place also has a bourbon bar, so for those who like bourbon and some rum, we got some rum. We can do it. Here's some of the stuff that he's worked on. I mean, look at this. How can you not find this beautiful? Well, that was some of Marcus's stuff. And then over today, we got a DJ. Marcus's brother. I mean, the vibes at this place is just unreal. You could not ask to work in a better place and to learn the trade in a better place. As well, up here we have videos of the master himself, Allen, man that I am learning under, and hopefully, well, one day. I don't think I'll ever be as good, but hopefully I can keep up with his pace. But here's some other shoes that are working on. Oh, there's Allen himself, the master. But I think I should probably get back to work now. Gonna work on a midsole, gonna learn how to stitch those. I'll see you guys in just a moment. So, whoa, I just took off the whole last head. Okay, so if you guys were tuning in to Allen's live stream, what we're doing is that these are paired danners, and these are what you call a stitch down construction. It's where the upper is flared out and then stitched with the midsole. And so that is what I'm in charge of doing, is
stitching on the midsole, or attempting to, and hopefully not ending up with a jerk needle in my hand, because nobody wants that, especially me, because I like my hands being in decent condition, relatively. But good thing about Danners, they're still, at least the top line, still made in USA. There's a premium price, of course. Leather's pretty good in my experience. I have a couple friends that have the higher end Danners. I know some of theirs have a Gore-Tex lining, or what are these? The Mountain Light Wings. These are, I can't remember, but Danners still a good company. Maybe not as good as they once were, but definitely up there still. If you want just the most ridiculously bolted up boot, go with a Nicks, Whites, Drews, JKs. Those things are built like tanks. It's ridiculous. But anyways, woo! Let's just get to this and let's see how it goes. So is it repairs or is it?
All repaired. His wife's got Gucci, so she needs half soles and heels, and she's got a pair of fucking Chloe shoes out there. Like, his wife has really stupid expensive shit.
That aren't always built the best.
Exactly. So yeah, he's like, no, this is awesome to know that I can. Yeah, but no, his wife's got a lot of stuff. He brought me some Allen Edmonds to clean up and get half soles and heels on it. So.
Nice. That's some decent work. Half soles finally. Yeah. Finally some half soles instead of full soles.
Yeah, he brought 5 pairs of shoes and a leather jacket to get cleaned.
Ooh, looks like you also got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, I got a week ahead of me now.
Hell yeah.
Him and my other guy, I got a week ahead of me now. I didn't have anything to do, so now I'm happy.
Sounds like a good paycheck's coming up. Yeah, like there's, as I said earlier, this guy on SRI just got hooked by a jerk.
Yeah, those are not fun.
How many times has that happened to you, Alan?
Yeah, actually, like probably once, and it wasn't even that deep. I was able to pull it, no problem.
It's only ever happened to you once?
Yeah.
No shit.
All these years, even that was when I was like probably like 9.
Wow,
That
dude.
happened, dude.
That's impressive.
Oh, so you were young.
Yeah, I was like 9 years old. That happened. So I've had other needles go through my finger, but it was like on the stitches and stuff. But
That's even worse.
there's no way of stopping it. Once it goes through because it just.
Oh, it goes through and then
Because the machine, once it's already in motion.
Ah.
I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. I remember my dad had an old Singer where it had the pedal. Once you start going, it goes. There's no stopping it except for like really forcing it. I'm not even in kindergarten yet, so I'm like probably like 4 or something like that. And I was messing with the Singer, and I was playing around with it. My dad's out front with a customer, and I was stitching something just for the hell of it, and it took my finger and just through my thumb.
So I talked a little bit about Danners here, and I know you did on the live stream, but could you maybe reiterate why Danners is probably one of the last staples when it comes to American boots?
They're still stitch down construction. There are fewer and fewer companies that do stitch down, because stitch down in general is hard enough as is to deal with making you. But
I mean, I can already tell just by stitching on the midsole.
When it's a brand new one, you can stitch it because you're creating new holes on the machine, no problem. That's what Danner does.
Yeah.
It's when it comes time to resoling it that if we do it on the machine, we're gonna create new holes no matter what, and that upper so it shortens life expectancy. So I don't know.
And that is one of the negatives of stitch down, is that because the upper is being splayed out to then be stitched onto a midsole, is that once that gets too damaged, you can't do anything more because it's the actual upper.
Yeah. So there's two options basically to that. Either we can convert it to a Goodyear welted shoe because there's enough material there to make it into a Goodyear welt, and we just stitch the new welt onto it, or we hand stitch it, or we just risk it and run it through the machine. Some people want to do that. I mean, risking it isn't going to create any kind of major damage where it's going to fall apart.
But it's definitely going to lessen the expectancy.
The next go around we can't resole it at all. We have to either put a welt in. Well, we have to put a welt in there at that point, which is, in that case, it's a conversion job. So it's I've done that a handful of times. Try it. Those?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Down that line and then go around the corners just to kind of
It's for Caselli? Caselli?
These are the sole tap actually.
Oh, just the heels?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the Sally on.
Yeah.
Trim it out so,
Yeah, the one thing that terrifies me is the sander here.
Well, guys, the first day is done. Well, not the first day of me working here, but the first day of this series. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the content. See you guys in about a week or so. But also, it's snowing out here in beautiful Colorado. But with that being said, remember to like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of my journey. Also, make sure to follow Cobblers Plus on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at CalebtheCobbler. See ya.